Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new flashlight from Wuben. It's the G5. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member for exclusive content. Thanks a lot. So big shout out to Wuben for sending me this brand new release before it's even been officially released, although that's happening right now. So if you do want to purchase this light, do check out the links in the description below. I've really been impressed by Wuben in general. They sent me this light previously. This is the E7. I put this in my EDC jungle emergency kit, and I think it's just a great backup light. I can clip it to my pack strap so I can face front, can go on my belt, and it's just so bright and not really your typical round cylindrical flashlight, and I really like that. So this kind of follows in the same vein, but I think it's more designed for urban EDC. It's got a really interesting design and shape and overall profile. Now the retail price at this point, I believe this is $19 US, so it's really budget friendly. But if you're looking for kind of, in my opinion, a backup EDC light, or a light that doesn't take up too much space or weight in your pocket that you want to carry, I think this is something you want to look at. All right, let's open this up. Nice packaging, and I've said that about Wuben. Very nice retail style packaging, if you can imagine this at a shop. And okay, the way you need to open this, so one thing is it comes sealed, and it's a bit tricky in where you have to cut. So take a knife and you want to slice it between the sleeve and the box, right? That wasn't too apparent in the beginning. So you have to slice it right there, all right? So once you open that up, you get this nice packaging, and you get this. Here we have the flashlight in this packaging. And then underneath, we've got accessories like a lanyard holder, I believe, a strap, and the charging cable, and of course the instructions over here. So you get in multiple languages, and of course it tells you exactly how to use it. Now it's a pretty straightforward flashlight, so I can cover probably most of the features right here in this video, and that's personally what I like. Actually, I do like the simpler flashlights in terms of the user interface. I like it to be intuitive. That's what I feel for flashlights. I've never shared about this, but when it comes to EDC flashlights, I think flashlights are a great emergency tool, but it must be intuitive so that when you grab it in the dark when you need it, you know how to switch it on and switch to different modes. And also, it should be a shared tool. That means anyone who picks it up should also know how to be able to switch it on. And my only complaint about a lot of the complex EDC lights are that you need to just, it's like opening a safe. You need to click 2 times, 300 times to the left, double tap, jump up and down, and then you get the light that you need. But I like something of a simple interface. Now, this is simple, yet has a lot of features in terms of getting to different colors, which is pretty impressive. But let's have a look at the profile itself. You can see it's really small. So we're talking about 2.4 inches by 1.47 inches by 0.59 inches. Right, and it's 52.3 grams or 1.84 ounces in weight, inclusive of the battery inside, which I believe is a built-in battery which you charge up here by a USB. Nope, that's the handle. Let's get it. Yeah, here, right there. Right, so you charge that up. Now in terms of the size, all right, let's get an Altoids tin. All right, so it's almost like a matchbox size. It will fit in a tin, so if you are thinking of putting it as part of an emergency tin, that works. If not, carrying in your pockets, absolutely not a problem as well. So matchbox size is probably what I would compare this with. Now let's talk about this. So this is actually, it's not a USB, it's a clip. So you have to pull it and then you can turn it, right? And again, if you want to release it, you can't just turn it, you have to pull it out and then turn it. So it's kind of a spring rotating pin inside. But this allows you then to clip this light in a different variety of ways, because this head also can rotate 180 degrees. So for example, you could technically put this on a cap, right, and that shines forward. If you put it on a pack, then you could pull this out, turn this, so this is like on a pack strap on a belt, so that faces forward. So lots of flexibility, I think, in terms of this design. It is a unique design. Let's talk about here. So here you notice when I flipped it open, you can see the charging port, but if you notice, it's also a lock. So if you put this here and you try to press, nothing will turn on. You need to make sure it's unlocked. So just a nice little safety feature there, right? So another external feature is the magnet at the bottom. So this is magnetic. So if you want to attach this to a car or a metal cabinet to shine, now just take note, you can't do it this way. It will slide down because of the weight. So you turn it, put it vertically, and you can see it would hold its own weight, but not particularly strong. If you knock it, it is going to slide and fall down. But if you need it to illuminate your area as you work, yeah, so just take note that could happen. But that's that magnetic feature over here. All right, to turn on, it's absolutely easy. Press the button once, right? And then you get the light. Now, it doesn't ramp up in the traditional sense where you press and hold and it would actually ramp up. There's actually a rotating toggle over here. So to ramp up, you would turn it this way. And that's how you get, yeah, the light. Okay, so you're ramping up in this way and then ramping down by turning that wheel. So you don't press. However, if it's on and you press it once, it will switch off. Press it on again, and if you press and hold, you actually have a light. So now it's a blue light, but if you rotate the wheel, it changes color. So this is the RGB configuration. You can cycle through different colors like that. All right, let's get to a color that can be easily seen, maybe something like a red. Yeah, that's a red. And if you now tap twice, you can actually get it to strobe. Right? You can get the white to strobe as well, or whatever color it is, if you're on that color based on the wheel that you have turned. To switch off, just press again and it's off. Now if you turn it on again, it's going to be at the red. So if I want to turn back to white, all I do is press that button and hold. And I'm back at white. And if I want to cycle to the brightness, again, I just do that. So that's it. So in terms of the user interface, I like that because you're working with just two things. You're working with pressing the button for on and off, or switching between the colored and the white. And then for intensity or changing colors, you go with the wheel, right? It's obviously something you would have to get used to, but it's really not that complicated. And even if you put this down for some time and pick it up again, it would actually be something that you can figure out quite easily. And if not, you just pick it up and you just press it once, you get the light on, which is exactly what you want. And then you just cycle through in terms of the intensity, which is probably the most common way you use this. And of course, if you want to cycle to colors, the good thing is maybe you want to do it for signal purposes. Maybe you're hiking with a team at night and you each want to be color coded, so that people know who is who. Well, that can be done over here. So really a lot of functionality within such a small build like that. So the way I see this as a EDC kind of light, I will see this as a backup light, as a kit light, as part of a tin like that, or a pouch that you might have, and as a backup. I probably don't see this as my primary EDC light, but definitely I can see if I want a backup hands-free sort of light, this definitely fits the bill in terms of budget, in terms of size and weight, and just the overall performance. So that's the Wuben G5. Do check it out. Check out links in the description, and let me know if you get your hands on it, and if you do, let me know your thoughts on the functionality, what you think of it, and do you think it's a good EDC backup light as I suggest. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.